Today, we explore milestones in the history of motion pictures. In 1878, a racehorse tripped a series of 12 cameras to settle an alleged bet by Leland Stanford that all 4 legs of a horse would be in the air at some point during the run. By the 1950s, television began to pose a threat to film, so filmmakers tried to offer new gimmicks such as the 1952 introduction of 3D, wraparound screens, or the 1959 concept of smell-o-vision. But filmmakers began to run out of plots involving new ways to fling spears at the audience. Though numerous advances were made in film stock, digital sound, special effects, and computer animation, celluloid film is still based on a technology over 100 years old. But a new technique, digital filmmaking, has begun to make its mark. Recent digital epics like Star Wars have even been digitally projected. Many say digital filmmaking will completely replace celluloid film. So keep an eye out for a digital remake of timeless classics like these, coming soon to a theater near you.
So that's how the motion picture started out as a series of photos. And that's basically what video is. It's a series of photos taken rapidly so that it produced. So before record, when they were able to record film, that happened around 1893 with what the experiment the gentleman produced. His name was Edward Muybridge, and he was the one who sort of created the first idea of motion picture. So that is the camera obscura, where they're able to project an object or a scenery and put it on a smaller canvas where he is tracing it now. Okay, this one right here is the chronographic camera, where they put a series of images together and looped them. So this is a series of 10 images that he looped over and over and over again. And this was patented by William Fries Green. The next one here is, that was the experiment that they produced to see if at any time whether the horse was airborne during galloping. And this is right here where they mentioned the zoopraxiscope, where they would give you a little device machine where you looked in a little microscope sort of thing, and they'll have a wheel inside. You'll pay 5 cents each just to view a series of pictures moving like this. And so it'll look something like this. And then this is another variation of it. And so now we've come a long way since the beginning of film and technology, where we would watch 5 seconds to maybe 30 seconds of an event. You know, at that time people were oohed and awed, and now we have movies about 2 hours long. Any questions? Okay, so where we're left off is the different mediums of video. At first it started out whenever they published a 5-second or a minute reel, it'll be in the zoopraxis box, where you're looking through a scope and you're just watching a looped video. And then after a time, people started getting bored, and you know they weren't getting everyone's 5 cents. Thomas Edison, he was more an inventor, but he also saw that there was business within in the film business. So what he did was set up the first studio complex, you know, where they have sets in Hollywood or some places like Tyler Perry Studios. They have a set with buildings and stuff. So he created the first set where they did the boxing ring with the cats boxing, and they would do other small skits. And after a while, those skits became sort of boring to the crowd. And then they started having other people who took the technology that Edison had invented and started making actually motion pictures, where they'll have like the not Donkey Kong, but the gorilla on the Empire State Building. Yeah, King Kong, that's that guy. When they had King Kong and those type of things, and they ventured into the special effects. And the milestone for 3D animation and special effects was when Star Wars came out, And I guess that was in the 80s when Star Wars came out, how they utilized chroma key technology, motion tracking, like where they had the sabers. That wasn't actually, lightsaber. What they did was by frame, they would have somebody draw the lightsaber with each motion picture. So you can imagine an hour and a half for film, and somebody has to go through each frame. And what they have is, in a movie, it's 24 frames per second. So multiply that by an hour and a half. So someone had to go through and do all that. Now they have technology out in the software programs where you can just say, this is my sword and I want you to follow, that sword. So you could be doing a lot of sword movement and the program will follow that movement and then draw the frame for you. So.
And we'll show you those.
Yeah, we'll show you all of that, and that just cuts out a lot of editing process. Is not only are we watching fantastic movies, but who thinks some of the commercials are better than the TV shows that you watch? Like, what are one of the commercials that you've seen?
Doritos commercial with the little boy. He didn't touch my mom or my computer.
Oh yeah, that one was a funny one.
I was gonna say the Skittles commercial. Actually, wait, no. Like the one with the midget, like with the Skittles falling off the ceiling. He was like, "What am I supposed to do?" He was like, "I have a solution." And he got a midget, like he made some grips up there. And he put a midget.
Oh,
up there,
yeah.
and the midget was taking and eating the Skittles. I was like, "What? That made no sense." It was stupid. But no, I like the Mayhem commercials.
Yes.
It's like, I'm a hot girl, John.